Good afternoon. My name is Andy, and today I'll be playing the New York Times Flashback for October 4th, 2025. This is the history game in which we have to place 8 events in chronological order. So let's see what happened in history. Okay, 1400 BCE. Egyptians create the first water clocks. Their main advantage? Over sundials? They work at night. Wow. All right. U.S. legislators miss a midnight deadline, causing one of the first government shutdowns. It's not just politics. They also had dinner plans that they couldn't get out of. Okay, I mean, obviously, this is going to be way after. Um, when was the first shutdown? I mean, I don't think we've had a lot, like, in history. Um, Probably like the 60s. Something like that. I mean, it could be a lot later, but I'm not sure. 1982. So that's actually like way later. All right. Henry Ford's assembly lines are efficient but boring, causing workers to quit. He shortens shifts, helping to popularize the 8-hour workday. Yeah. So it's probably gonna be in between. I mean, I'm not sure. Like the 8-hour workday like actually originate from this. I figured there was like another source or something. It's like with a lot of these blue collar jobs back in the day, they wanted to like create like some kind of work life balance. So basically, it's like you cannot work like more than 8 hours a day, and like you're only working like 5 days a week. And yeah, I mean, I think that kind of originated from like, when like coal mining was a thing, because that was especially a big thing for like these miners. So, I mean, I it's going to be in between 1914. Okay. Hmm. Benjamin Rush, a founding father, proposes a national university to train train an elite corps of politicians. It fails partly because people fear an elite corps of politicians. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be probably like 1800 if I had to guess. 1787, a little bit more. Okay. George H.W. Bush orders the U.S. invasion of Panama, citing drug trafficking as one cause. Some condemned the war as illegal, but most Americans support it. Oh, so George H.W. Bush. Do I want to say? Okay, I want to make sure I don't get my presidents mixed up. So it's gonna be the 80s. Let me see. I would probably do. Okay, I hope I don't get this wrong. George H.W. Bush. So like I know with Clinton, he's in the 90s basically, and yeah, I think it's somewhere in the 80s. Probably like 90 or something. So drug trafficking is, I mean, it does seem very close, right? Or is it before George H.W. Bush? I mean, I just I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, 89. I don't know. I was like, why I was like kind of hesitant about that. Okay. Jane Goodall begins studying chimpanzees. She sees them tickle, hug, and fight one another, and realizes that humans aren't the only ones with personalities. And yeah, may Jane Goodall rest in peace. Yeah, she's like probably like one of the most prominent, like most popular scientists ever. Like so much so that like, even if you're not into primatology, I mean, you probably still know her because of her presence in media. Yeah, so it's probably going to be like the 50s, 60. Okay. In Normandy, British tanks are ambushed as their crews make tea outside. Future UK tanks have built-in water heaters, so tea and food can be made inside. Wow, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I would assume it's like, kind of similar to submarines in that you can like do whatever you want in there, and like they're probably big enough to where you could actually like live in the tanks. Yeah, so Normandy, that's gonna be the 40s, something like that. 44. Okay. Hmm. The writer Charles Perrault, who once served under King Louis the 14th, loses his job. He starts a he starts to write fairy tales like Cinderella and Little Red Riding Hood. Okay. So Louis the 14th. I mean, it's probably going to be like before 1787. It's probably 1750s. Yeah, cuz I mean these fables, like these fairy tales definitely go all the way back. So I would say something like the 1750s. Let's try it. 1697, so way before. Okay. On the Isle of Crete, the Minoans begin creating maze-like palaces featuring bowls. The buildings are cited as an origin of the myth of the labyrinth and the Minotaur. Oh, okay. Um, no one's. So, I'm trying to think of like when Greek mythology became like a huge thing. I think it's going to be before 1400 BCE, right? Probably. Hmm. On the Isle of Crete, the Minoans, probably like one of the first not or why I say organizations, civilizations, right? I honestly want to say before. Mm, Labyrinth and the Minotaur. Wait, no, hold on. Let me just. Maybe it's after. Actually, I think it could be after that. Because I'm thinking like Greek mythology like probably originated probably around this time, right? And so like these stories are basically like passed down from like one generation to another. So uh, maybe I'll just put it down after. I mean, I could be wrong. It's like it's obviously either before here or after 1400. Let's just try it. Oh, I was right. Oh no. Yeah, I bet everyone got this. Not everyone, but I'm sure a lot of people got this one wrong. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with them. Let me see. No one. Okay, that actually makes sense. I don't know why. Like, I was originally thinking it was before, but then for some reason I just like changed to after. Uh, oh well. Yeah, I wish I can like kind of scroll down and see like what the results really were, but oh well. I mean, I would bet that most people got this one incorrect because it's essentially a crapshoot at this point, so you have no idea whether it's like right or wrong. Oh well. Well, I hope you enjoyed my playthrough of the New York Times Flashback. I will catch you all later.